Yo, what is up? Welcome to Depression Talks. We are about to talk about, does working smarter, not harder, actually work? 2025 is around the corner, but I personally don't want to wait, and I hope you also don't want to wait until the end of the year to begin and continuing to grow mentally, continuing to develop and approach and achieve our personal goals starting now. So let's not wait till New Year's resolutions and goals to begin, but let's start that process now. Um, During this live stream, we are going to dive into Simon Sinek's Golden Circle, the what, why, and how. Also talk about just how are you currently approaching your goals? How are you trying to achieve your goals? How's that going for you? This isn't, if this is your first time here, this isn't a self-generating idea live stream. This is a conversation that we all have together in this community. Before we jump into it, I always do allow some time for people to get settled, relax, join, and to make sure that you are hearing me properly, everything's good to go. I have some announcements. If you are trying to call during this live stream, but you live outside of the U.S., you can join the DT Nation Discord server. Okay, so this link in the chat. All right. If you do live inside the U.S. and you would like to share some of the thoughts, some of the thoughts or ideas that come to your mind, you can call 317-315-3075. That is the Depression Talks number. You can just call that number, and yes, you will be heard by everyone that is joining the live or who is dope and awesome who wants to join during the playback. Okay. So that's one of the biggest announcements. To give more time for people to join and to make sure that the connection is good to go, there were messages and comments that you sent. This community, by the way, is called DT Nation. So a group of people that openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. And in this community, I do read your messages, I read your comments. So I'm actually going to go over a few of those comments while, again, we allowing time for people to join, and things are good to go. So one of the comments I received was from the video, if you are feeling worthless, watch this. How can you think I'm amazing, awesome, and perfect just the way I am? You don't even know me, and I'm all the way over in New Zealand. That is facts. I don't know you personally, but a couple things I do know from your message. You took the time to write that. You didn't have to. Thank you. If you are feeling worthless and you watched that video, I personally think that you think about your self-esteem. You think about your own character. You think about who you are. I find those things to be valuable. Those things are kind. Those things are, you're being considerate of who you are in this world. So yes, I don't know who you are, but you did take the time to share that. And that's why I think that you're someone trying, striving to achieve and bettering who you are. That's commendable, at least to me. So, yeah. All right. A second comment from the video Feeling Depressed and Lonely. Watch this if you're feeling depressed and lonely right now. Janet King says, just a hug will help. Can't find one. Well, you already know how it is out here. You already know how it is out here. Oh, I gotta stress this a little bit further this time. Hey man, I'm really am reaching you on the stretch, okay? That's one hug from me, and hopefully everyone, if you are here, because Tony Pink, I just now see you. What's up, Tony? Yo, what's good? Sorry, if everyone here, send Janet a hug, so that way you get a lot of virtual hugs and some positive vibes and love sent your way, okay? Yo, Tony Pink, what's good? How you doing? So good to see you. It's great to see you too. I hope that you're doing well this Saturday. You're got some time to relax. I know you said, I remember what you said. So, man, hopefully you've been able to, just in this moment at least, have some balance, some equilibrium. All right. Yeah. I'm rooting for you, man. Okay, you already know. Another message that was shared was from the video Tired of Doing the Same Thing Every Day. This one was from Jess, I believe Jess or Jessie. That's exactly what I think to myself. Is it worth it after this life is just boring? Wow. Okay, so that's exactly what I think to myself. Is this worth it? What after this life is just boring? Whoo. What I can guarantee you is this: every single day is not the same. Change is one, at least, of the only constants in life. No matter if you want change to happen, if you think change won't happen, if everything is boring, something can happen out of nowhere that is different from the boredom, is different from the mundane, is different from the repetitive, the cycle. The only way I see, and I always tend to share or start these live streams by saying, take what you want and discard what you don't want. So take what's best for yourself. The only way that you can see that change happen is by still breathing. I always want to keep it 100 with love, but I know sometimes words can be like kind of harsh, but I am being honest. The more you keep breathing, the more different days you will see. And hopefully one of those days is not as boring and repetitive. Yo, so I'm guessing you are able to hear me. So that's what's up. And by the way, here did that in Indianapolis, the sun is not out. The sun has not been out for some time. All right, and that's why you don't see much probably warmth. It probably looks like twilight in this piece. Okay, so but hey, hopefully the sun is shining where you're at. Hopefully you're, cozied up somewhere comfortable and warm. A few more messages, respectfully, that I would like to respond to with kindness, because I appreciate every message, okay, that you send. Thank you. All right. So this one, all right. I got hype All right, I got pretty excited when I saw this. So this song, this was from the video Next Semester 21 Pilots Reaction. This song gives me goosebumps in more ways than one. It's just such a straight up wall to wall banger that harkens back to early 2000s Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, and Green Day, which is my absolute weakness. But then you hear the lyrics of Tyler being in such a dark place that he didn't want to be alive anymore. And it's just an absolute shatters, excuse me, it just absolutely shatters your heart into a million pieces. I'm so grateful someone told him to get out of the road because heaven knows how many people he's saved, in turn, me included, because of this incredible music we never would have been lucky enough to hear otherwise. This was from Fair 23. I'm all cheeks and smiling because, oh, I definitely I enjoy alt rock music. Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, System of the Down, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, All American Rejects. I'm not sure how you feel about them. Incubus, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. I appreciate you enjoying that video, Farron, and sharing your deep thoughts. And I'm actually really happy that you even enjoy the music reactions. That right on. Okay, hold on now, hold up. All right, I hope that we are Gucci on the public of this live. I saw Tony Pink, so yo, we out here, bro. We out here. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get too hype again. So, a couple more comments. So, going to a concert by yourself, facing the fear and anxiety. Now, hey, okay, my fault. I'm gonna get too hype again. When I say I get too hype, I said it. If you've been a part of this journey and then you know that I do appreciate you. All right, I'll just leave it there. All right. Okay, this was by Stars Dam. Okay, Stars Dam. The exact thoughts I had before fully committing to going to a concert by myself. I just bought my ticket and I'm going to my first concert in a month from now. Can't wait. Thank you so much for the advice and insight. Ooh. Hey, now I don't know what concert you're going to by yourself, but I do think that you are going to have a great time and be safe, enjoy yourself, grow, learn, and enjoy the music. Enjoy the music and enjoy. Man, I'm not sure how, but I recently got some tickets to 21 Pilots. Currently, my tickets are in a status. Okay, I'll put it that way for keeping it positive. All right. And when you go to a concert and you're surrounded by people that are passionate about the same music you're passionate about, starting that conversation with them or saying hi, going out of your way to approach somebody else can be scary. But if you both have the same interest, you're all there for, the same musician, starting that conversation may be easier. So I am pumped for you. So curious who you're going to go see. All right. Okay, wait a minute. One more one more message that I really wanted to make sure to respond. And more than just typing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate typing and I want to vocalize it. All right. So, dealing with depression in the morning, getting out of bed. This was from Jenny. Thank you for making this video. It helps to hear other people also deal with the same kind of thoughts and emotions, and that I'm not alone. The hard part is continuing to push when I feel so exhausted, and I also feel like I'm just masking how I really feel. Dealing with depression in the morning, getting out of bed. Man, it's like two thoughts. Jenny, I hope that today when you got out of bed, it was easier than how it felt getting out of bed yesterday. And a thought for everyone is, how is your night routine? If your night routine isn't on point, I am concerned, all right, that your morning, how you're feeling getting out of bed, it probably won't feel as comfortable. So, what are you doing during the night? Are you getting away from screens? Drinking enough water, not too close to bedtime? Going to bed at the same time every night? Having a consistent night routine for yourself, so you know you'll be rested more so in the morning and you're getting enough sleep. All right, that is something that is crucial to me, so I will vouch for that always. Yes. All right, so those were all of the messages. If you have joined the live and you want to say hi, say hi. I also know that this is, because we're going to jump into it now, we are in fall. So it's like summer has passed. I'm not sure if it went by quickly for you or if it felt slow. But hopefully summer, you enjoyed it. You grew and you learned more about yourself. And your relationships are cool, you know? But whether you are feeling content or complacent, are you looking forward to achieving more of your personal goals, more of your personal development this year before next year? That doesn't start by New Year's resolutions at the end of the year and saying, you know what, I'm going to wait till next year to start to try to create some positive change for myself. A concept that this stems from is working smarter, not harder. Growing up, that phrase was thrown around so often that now that I'm in my, in my 30s, I've pondered more on that thought, and I've asked more people, driving them, what they do for a living. So many people approach capitalism. So many people approach self-care differently. So for yourself, there's like 5 different questions that I'll be sharing and topics that we're going to be talking about, because I want to see you I want to see you achieve your dreams. I want to see you. I keep saying too much, but I really want to see you and myself achieve our goals that we are setting out to achieve on a day-to-day basis. That looks different for everyone. I'm further on my path than I have been before. I've made it through things that I never thought I would make it through. And I'm more determined and self-aware than ever on how to achieve everything that I want to achieve. But it doesn't mean that there's not progress or room for growth. All right. For example, um, what does the phrase working smarter, not harder mean? What does it mean to you? Everybody has a different perspective on every single word, every single sentence. I cannot stress that enough. In your life, when you're approaching, again, your mindset for the day, do you write things down? Is that working smarter, not harder? What does it mean? Do you have a to-do list? Do you break down your process to make it simple for yourself? Is that working harder or smarter to you? It's like, you know what's wild? I have these conversations with my friends, my family. I haven't recorded a podcast in a minute, but financial health, physical health, dieting, right? Nutrition, fitness. Not everybody is working towards the same vision that they have for themselves or that they have for life. But there are overlaps in the way that everybody I keep saying achieves. I want to change that word. It's like the way that everybody achieves having joy, more joy in their day-to-day life. I'm gonna say Tony Pink, for example, yo. Man, even the type of exercises that you do today are different than the type of exercises that you most likely do in the past. I have not seen a 60, 50-year-old. They have done it. I guess Shannon Sharp, right? There are some people that are still doing incline bench press. But even those people are wearing guards, and even those people are modifying their workout programs. So all I'm trying to say ultimately is I'm very curious to see how you think what working smarter, not harder means on your own personal journey. Because I can always say what's on my mind, but I don't. Working smarter, not harder. I'm like looking outside. Okay. Well, working smarter, not harder. Huh. It's like sometimes I'm not sure if you relate to this or not, okay? But sometimes it'd be nice if a process can be simple every single time, or you can repeat the same structure to achieve more and more success. I think that's what working smarter, not harder means personally. So you're able to take a step back and easily look at the whole entire picture and then make a decision on how you'll do the work. That's working smarter, not harder. Over time, you're able to see your progress. You're able to see what mistakes you've made, what things work, what things don't work, what things are improving, what things are getting worse. And then again, the smarter decision would be to refine your process and get better and better and better if that's what you're striving for. Now, the working harder part, that part is a little bit more confusing. If you get to a point where you've worked hard and now you can work smarter, do you still need to work hard? That's one question that came to mind. Or, oh, excuse me, and there's, man, countless examples of, at least in, for a lot of, I would say, masculinity, or from what I've seen, like, David Goggins, right? Um, I'm blanking on the names. There's Joe Rogan, of course. I'm trying to think of smaller examples. There's a lot of people saying, hey, the work is necessary in order to get to and get what you want. So you have to work hard. Working hard is a part of it. It's not going to be easy. Nothing is easy. That's where that's where the balance is, like, it's kind of hypocritical, that statement. It seems to work smarter, not harder. I want to grab. There's like this book I just read. There's a book. All right. Sorry, y'all. Nah. All right. Okay. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So, get out of your way by Russ. It's all in your head. Okay. And I've referenced this book, I think, before. And in terms of working smarter, not harder, he talks about the time it takes to achieve your goal and to realize what you wanted to achieve. I've achieved a lot of my personal goals. I'm going to be real with you. There's more I want to achieve, but I've achieved a lot of my personal goals. And I'm not going to stop helping others achieve their personal goals. Like, I'm just not. So I naturally care about doing it, and it's fun. And I enjoy seeing people smile when they believe in themselves more, and see themselves actualize what they envision themselves doing. So, in that book, he talks about the timeline it takes. There is no timeline. In terms of working smarter, not harder, I call it like the hypocritical aspect of it is saying, like, hey, I've gotten to a point now, I've gotten to a destination now where it's time for me to now work smarter, not harder, or time for me to work harder, not smarter. I think both are necessary, not either or. So I don't know. That statement, you can end up every day, like Russ said, how come I haven't achieved this goal yet? How come I haven't done this yet? How come I haven't seen this result? But focusing on that is actually just distracting you from doing the daily work, doing the daily lifestyle to get you to achieve what you want to achieve. So that's my overarching thought of what does the phrase working smarter, not harder mean? But as you can see, it's there's a lot of different ways that I see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, again, I'm curious about what you think about that phrase as it pertains to your life. Number two, do you have to work harder first before you can work smarter? Again, see, for me, man, it's like, would you work smarter first or harder first? Hmm. Oh, by the way, hey, I know sometimes um, if you're listening and you're not messaging or typing, hey, I'm smiling. All right. So I hope that you're digesting and taking away things for your own success in your life mentally. All right. I call it the 5 health buckets of life. I hope that you're achieving that for yourself. So, would you rather, though, approach your goals if you have a new, let's say you're working on something right now, okay? You have a craft, you have a project, you have a job, a school, a character, right? A personality, something that you want to work on or develop for yourself, okay? Do you think the next step in that process for you is working smarter at it, so thinking about it more, thinking smarter about it, or working harder at it, so doing what you're currently doing but putting even more effort, all right, putting even more fire behind, fuel behind the fire. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm a little bit hype right now. Okay, so number three, I was actually caught this from watching Trevor Noah and Simon Sinek's recent interview. But Simon Sinek's work I am familiar with on a small scale, and he created the golden circle. So in this golden circle, I'm not sure if you know who Simon Sinek is. He's a I normally have like a screen graphic, the internet right here, but not just this time. This will be the first time using this new computer, so next time. But Simon Sinek is a person that talks about the mind and how it works and how it functions and how it thinks and ideates and communicates and all these things. And one of the things that he created for more of business and organizations is the golden circle. Okay. So in that golden circle, you have why in the middle, how as the next circle, and then what on the outermost circle. Simen believes that why is the most fundamental and the most important aspect of that circle. So the golden circle for any business, any organization, any entrepreneur. Okay. Do you know why you do what you do? Do you know how you do what you do? Do you know what you do? In terms of working smarter and not harder, do you think it's important to focus on your why first, or your how, or your what? For such a long time, I really believe that focusing on the why was, like Simen said, the most important aspect. Over time, though, I've really realized the how is almost just as important, okay? Because a lot of the messages, again, I receive, and even my own journey and my own daily life, my own goals, I see the question, how am I going to do this? How is this going to happen? How will this happen? How can I make it through? How? Okay? That question should not be overlooked by why sometimes. All right? I'm really like attacking this because you are able to, I've seen it. You are able to, man, like become more abundant in your life within yourself. It's a very true thing. But there's some, yeah. Man. All right. Hey, Tony Pink Music. Hey, yo, what's good? Yo, I've got the stream playing while multitasking, going out with my best friend in a bit to celebrate my birthday that just passed. Hey, dang. Hey, happy birthday, Tony. Just want to let you know I'm listening though. Yo. Hey, wait a minute. I just remember, like, age and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yo, happy birthday. I hope that you enjoyed it, man. Man. But you're about to enjoy even more because it sounds like it might be your birthday weekend. So if it's not, hey, still turn up and enjoy yourself. Yeah. And by the way, hey, I know I'm saying and talking a lot, and this subject, everybody has their own interest. This subject may feel really close to your heart, though. You know what I'm saying? You might be someone that really wants to strive more in their life, or currently at a place in their life where they want to see more achieved, or they want to see more just self-realization in the physical reality. You know what I'm saying? There is a way that somebody said this to me. I think I don't want to use his name, but someone had said that everything that you see is or was someone's original idea. A chair, a poster, the shoes, the clothes, anything, a blanket, a couch, anything. Everything was originally an idea. So why can't, excuse me, your ideas be realized as well? The money, honestly, is not the most important thing. It's really not. You being able to mentally keep going, and physically. Keep going. Those two things are more important than, well, than the emotional. I'm gonna be honest. The financial too. Okay. The longer you stay, the more chances you have to swing the bat. The longer you stay, the more chances you have to try again. The longer you stay, the more you learn different ways to try to achieve what you're trying to achieve. The longer you stay, the more you know about yourself. The more you know what you don't like, you do like, you can do, don't do, need to learn. And it all comes down to you doing. That's why the physical. What do you do? What did you do today? Working smarter, not hard. It's all those things. It's all those things. Have you worked hard before, right? Have you worked smart before? Think about all those experiences. And then you, what? I'm not sure how old you are. You know what I'm saying? My fault. This is a slight tangent. The reason why I said your age is because, yes, Lord. Hey, Tony Pink. Hey, the reason why I say I got hype, bro. The reason why I said that is because there are people. I'm not sure if you have, if you got family members, you got grandparents, great grandparents. Hopefully you do. All right. There are people that have been living until their 60s, 70s, and 80s, man. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Sorry, bro. That's a lot of time if you take care of your mental, your physical, to achieve what you want to achieve. But it's not about waiting until the new year. It is about today. All right? This moment. That's why this is. I saw that. I remember that comment. I'm sorry. I got it selected. I'm sorry. Excuse me for finding the correct one. By Jesse, or excuse me, Jess. I'm not sure. It might be Jesse. That's exactly what I think to myself. Is this worth it? After this life is just boring. There is a lot of beauty in life. One aspect of working smarter, before moving on, okay. One aspect of working smarter, not harder, that I just learned in this moment to help, like, in terms of what is working smarter, what is working harder. Appreciating the beauty in the rigorous journey. Okay? Being able to see the flowers blooming, the wind, feeling that on your skin, the warmth of the sun. Being able to taste the flavor of your food. All right? I'm serious, man. When you've worked hard and life is boring, what aspect of your life is boring? What feels boring to you? Every aspect of it, I would have to know more. You know what I'm saying? I would have to know more. Every TV show you watch, everything, because again, man, the road to your own success it's winding. It's not going to be easy. It's not, I guess it's not. So what can you enjoy along the way to help you continue to move forward on your path? That's mental health, man. I'm trying to say, man. Physical. All right. It could be financial health too, right? Your spiritual health, if, I believe, all right. 4, and this all ties together a little bit, examples of daily lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to do one side first and then flip it like a coin. All right, so the first side of the coin is working harder, not smarter. in your day? What does that look like in your daily lifestyle where you are working harder, not smarter? I'm gonna take a lap. I want to dance a little bit. All right. In your daily lifestyle, where are you seeing yourself working harder and not smarter? Can certain things that you're doing in your day be easier? Could be made a little bit easier so it's not that much of a difficult process each time you do it. So that way the next day is a little bit easier for you to have. So now you have more energy. Just Tony Pink music, yo, man. Hey, Tony, what's up, Tony? What's good, bro? So, Tony Pink music, man. You spitting today, man. Man, right on, bro. The character limit of the comment section doesn't allow me to give the responses that I really want to give to the questions you're posting. That's all right. But you definitely got me thinking. I had never thought about that. That is. Go ahead, Tony. All right, man. Just that's cool. I think that's what's up. Hey, in in your daily routine, what is most difficult to physically do? Okay? That's a great way to be able to like thumbtack, right? Each one or two things that you're like, man, each time I physically try to get through that, man, it's brutal. All right. Now, if you have that one or two things, what are you doing that's harder, not smarter? Now the smarter part, right, would be what can you do to be able to either have more energy to do that thing, or yeah, it's more energy to do that thing, or um, is there like physical things or like not props, additional tools, like in My Hero Academia, like the tools, right? Like additional, not weapons, right? But literally, what are the additional assets and tools that you can bring, materials that will help you simplify your process, make you feel physically better so it's not physically as demanding on your body and mind? That's a way to already begin working less as hard and still achieving the same results, if not better result, because now you have more energy for yourself. All right? That's just one example. On the flip side, is there an area in your day where you see yourself working smarter and not harder? Working smarter and not harder. Tony Pink music. Yo, the most difficult thing for me to do every day is to go to my job that I hate. I was diagnosed with ADHD last year, and it totally changed my perception of my mental health and myself overall for the better. Okay. Your job has physical demands, mental demands that you face each time you go to work. And each time, you know, there's you gotta get ready to go to work, right? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a process before work that happens as well. So I wonder. Oh, okay. Learning that ADHD is basically a dopamine deficiency explains so much. Lack of motivation, depression, anxiety, etc. List goes on. Hey, so working is something that is. I said this to a friend recently. In capitalism, you get to pay to rest. Okay, you gotta be able to pay to rest. You can't just do nothing and be able to rest. This country or capitalism does not allow that. If you have no clothes, if you have no shelter, if you have um, uh, no money, then you're going to be looking for shelter, looking for clothes, and looking for ways to make money so that way you can rest. So I'm just trying to say, in capitalism, rest is you got to pay for that. So my suggestion, since we got to work, all right, what things are in your control that can make your work process easier? Now, some things I'm gonna be 100 with you. You already know I'm always 100. You already know Tony, especially Tony. All right, you already know, bro. I'm just being real. I don't want to read that just yet because I think he said some dope things already from a glance. um, what are some things that are in your control? Like the things I was, yeah. So basically, there are some workflows that are, I think, unsustainable. That has to be addressed. That has to be seen, pointed out, and fixed for real. You can work in a way that is unsustainable. Okay, so Tony, as you pointed out, because I had asked like, what are some things that you can do to work smarter, not harder in this situation when it comes to your job? Tony Pink says, I'm able to listen to music in my job, and that's a small way that I inject a little dopamine into my workday. I take 30 to 60 minutes before my shift to do a few things that I actually enjoy. I'll repeat that. Tony Pink says, I'm able to listen to music in my job. And that's a small way that I inject a little dopamine into my workday. I take 30 to 60 minutes before my shift to do a few things that I actually enjoy. That's invaluable. Invaluable. All right. Are you also, if I may ask, are you also getting enough rest the night before? Like, are you going to bed early enough to be able to toss and turn and still get enough sleep? Because then you might be able to enjoy that 30 to 60 minutes even more with more energy and go into your day with more energy and then continue that cycle. Working smarter, not harder. Again, going back to the very beginning, because I'm curious about what your thoughts were on it. But my thoughts, one of the thoughts I had was being able to repeat a process that is efficient for growth. Okay? That's working smarter, not harder. Being able to repeat a daily lifestyle, positive habits that help you feel healthier, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Those are the 5 health buckets I be saying. But those are the 5 that I focus on. If there's more, then I'll study those, but I haven't seen myself feel like there's more. But those are the 5 that I want to be like overflowing if I can not just halfway, okay, because depression can be serious. Not just depleted, not depleted at all, not, cracked, right? I want to be able to have each of these health buckets overflowing so that way I can feel like I'm thriving and then pour into others healthily. Chilling, chilling, chilling. Hey, yo, what's good? Chilling? What's good? Xynosphere. Xynosphere. Yo. Hey, you ain't late. You on you right on time because you first of all caught the live in your day. You took the time out of your day with everything that you're doing. Thank you, Xynosphere. Right on. What? Man. Bro, this live stream has been like I want to understand this thing that is such feels so intangible, but it's like in front of my eyes and I can see it, but you can't grab it. That's how this topic feels, and it's felt for so long. Just particularly working smarter, not harder. I was like, 2025 again is right around the corner. All right, it is. I know, but appreciate the moment. Live in the moment. But I'm just what you do today does and can have an effect on what happens later in your day, and that can roll over into tomorrow. All right, so man, what does it really mean to work smarter, not harder, on our own goals, our character? You know what I'm saying? Relationships. Tony Pink, other times not so much. So on the okay, so in terms of sleep. Wait a minute. Tony says that sleep part is still a struggle, to be honest. My brain is always on overdrive at night. I'm oftentimes up till 4 or 5 a.m. I use sleep meditation videos and they help sometimes. Nice. I'm like visualizing it. Other times not so much. So on those nights where nothing seems to slow my brain down, I don't fight it too much. It's the only time of day where I'm able to just let my brain be and not have to mask. I work evening shifts at the moment, so it works out for now. Hey, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Because if you're working like 5 to like, you know what I'm saying? If you're working like 3 to like 12 or something like that, right? I mean, so that'd be a long time to work. I'm real, like 3 to 11 or something like that. But that's 8 hours. Then yeah, I mean, your mind will be busy right after work. The body does need time to decompress from our day. Trying to get 8.5 hours, 9 hours. I would say like I'm serious. This is how serious I am about sleep. I'll be going to bed at 7:30 p.m. sometimes, okay? But I don't work a night shift or evening shift, I will say. Be able to allot 9 hours of sleep for yourself. Like if you had to wake up at 6 a.m., take 9 hours back from 6 a.m. and that's when you're in bed, eyes closed, no phone, 9 hours. I don't care if you're not even tired yet. 9 hours. Because if you toss and turn for an hour during the night, you'll still achieve 8 hours of sleep, most likely. Okay? Or at least 7.5. But if you went to bed at 7, went to bed later and you get, 7 hours before and you toss and turn, now you're only getting 6 hours. And that 7 hours is kind of like really important. So I'm just saying. And the older we get, the more we're going to get older. Like most likely, if we keep on staying strong and keep on breathing, we're going to keep on aging. So our health, how we take care of our health, is never too early to take care of your health. Never. So yeah, man, do you have lights turned off, Tony? That's something that I'm curious. Like, if you turn your lights off, have no lights on when it's that late at night, because if the sun, I'm about to talk about nighttime for a moment, y'all. um, that time of day is kind of like peaceful if you're not out clubbing, right? If you don't do those things, but everybody's asleep. It like I've kind of liked the nighttime more in the morning time. 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Like waking up during that time because it's quiet. It's solace. I think that's the word. So hopefully, again, Tony, you're getting some sleep. You're doing the things to help yourself feel more rested the next day. Xanofear says, I'm working towards being better because I messed up really bad in a friendship, but my goal is currently to reflect on myself and learn to love me before I go giving all my love to others. Okay, hold on. I'm working towards being better because I messed up really bad in a friendship, but my goal is currently to reflect on myself and learn to love me before I go giving all my love to others. I would always get caught up in my thoughts and anxiety without realizing how my words could affect things. But even small comments or words of anger can mean so much. Yeah, they can. Words. We cannot, I say we, like myself included, like we cannot say things lightly. We really can't. Um, it's like time. Okay, I'm not sure about you, but some people say that time's going by fast. You may not feel that way. I'm not gonna say how I feel, but people do remember what you say. And if time is feeling faster and it is moving faster, it kind of makes it that much easier to remember what you said because you're like, I remember what you did. It wasn't that long ago. You're like, wait, that was 2 years ago. Like what? You know what I'm saying? So what you say, it does matter. There are times where I've said things and I want to hold myself accountable to every word I say. Um, what I say to you, what I say on this platform, what I say to people in my friendships, in my relationships, I take it very seriously. So, Xenofear, it's really good that I think it's really good that you're prioritizing loving yourself and trying to see, like, am I operating and thinking and responding back to this person out of a place of love? Or am I responding in an emotional way that can be confronting or can be harmful or hurtful, etc.? Is what I'm about to say next helpful or harmful? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you are saying positive words to yourself, then that can actually help you begin to say positive things out loud more naturally. 7:30. Oh my gosh, yeah. I was pretty tired that day, but 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm 9:30 is a late night. That's late for me. That's late. I turn my lights out around 12ish. That's something that I do regularly. Nice, Tony. Okay. Hey. Okay. Xenosphere, yes, holding yourself accountable is really important. I've learned. It can suck and hurt to admit your wrongs, but it's so important. It can suck and it can hurt, but it is important. I agree with that. I have fallen short before. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta keep it 100 when you do. Hey, last question uh, pertaining to this topic. And then, of course, open discussion. Like we can be chilling out here, doing our thing, talking about anything, you know what I'm saying, that might be on your mind or heart. Um, hey, what are some personal goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year? Wait a minute. What is your approach? Any progress? I'm like asking these things. I'm like, eee. I'm sorry if that's too personal to ask, but you don't have to answer. You can just think to yourself. You can write it down, right? But what are some of your personal goals that you are striving to trying to achieve this year? Or you want to achieve this year and continue doing into next year? Because it starts today. See, you don't have to wait until December to make some New Year's resolutions. It's September right now, all right? Summer did just pass. So this moment does matter. I'm just saying. What are some things you're trying to personally achieve? Just curious. Fear says I think personal goal for me, okay, would be to really love myself. See. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. We're about to have a dialogue because it's about to be a hunch up in here. I think a personal goal for me would be to really love myself. I don't know. I want to stop pointing out all my flaws and rather stop and be like, hey, I just did that. Rather than, oh, I missed this small thing. How do you feel that more? I'm going to ask you these questions, I don't fear. I hope that if you don't find disrespect in it, but it's all love. I'm going to bombard you with questions with all love. How do you physically feel doing something right for yourself? Like, how do you feel the physical feeling of knowing that you achieved and did this thing? You know what I'm saying? Some ideas pop up in my mind, but I'm just. It's like you achieved this thing. Because you said personal goal for me would to really love myself. I don't know. I want to stop pointing out all my flaws and rather stop and be like, hey, I just did that. Man, I don't know. Man, I'm curious. Is that unfair? If you how would you answer that? Yeah, how I don't know. That's a hard question. My fault. Yeah, I'm just yeah. Yeah. Hey, we can do this together, all right? Or if you got it yourself, I'm gonna throw out some ideas like throwing ideas at a wall, you know what I'm saying, and seeing if one sticks. Sound fear. I don't know how to answer the question. Sorry. Hey, I'm really thinking about this. Hey, no way. Hey. All right, all right. So it's is it like Finding Nemo? Like you're swimming in water, and Nemo asks, like, "Where is the ocean?" Is it like I'm trying to think smarter about this and not harder? Like, see, but when I said that just there, I feel like that didn't connect or something. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question either. Um, is it by recognizing something like a pattern that you're like, wait a minute, this I did do this, and I've been saying that I've been doing this, and I'm really doing this type thing. Is it that? Okay. Sorry. uh, hmm. I feel like that was. I relate like when you said that, Xenophir. I really felt like I just related to what you said, and I felt what you said, and it's something that I struggle with. I struggled, and I'm not trying to think if I currently struggle with it. Yeah, sometimes I mentally had to tell myself, like, yo, like you didn't do nothing today. Like you actually did something. You actually did do things today, and my mind would be like, nah, yeah, you didn't do this. You didn't. I'm like, nah, you did a lot of stuff today. So that's a small example, and that can be pretty bad sometimes. I be working, but I've gotten a lot better, so much better than my 20s. I had like no. There was only work hard. Like there was not work smarter, just work hard, work hard, work hard. So work smarter, yes. Work smarter, yes. But it takes hard work. Like it. So now it's different now. That's what I'm asking you, DT Nation, or if you're joining for the first time, like, what is working smarter, not harder, mean to you in your life? Xenophir, I think recognizing a pattern is kind of what I meant. Maybe. Hey, maybes are strong. That's A. Yeah. I'll be thinking about that, Xenophir. That got me in deep thoughts. So, you said that you wanted to love yourself. Man, that definitely is a journey, but there is a there is a place I think in terms of like loving yourself that's achievable. I don't want to use that word. You don't have to wait a lifetime to love yourself. It goes back to now I will say this. All right, it goes back to this comment, this first one that I responded to respectfully by um, the Neon Arcade 21. How can you think I'm amazing, awesome, and perfect just the way I am? You don't even know me, and I'm all the way over in New Zealand. I don't know you, but the only way to get to know you is to literally talk to you, like 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 Xenophir, to be 100, like we're doing right now, like we're doing during this live. You are taking time out of your day right now to think about things on how to improve yourself mentally, to love yourself, for self love. You're thinking about self. It's Saturday. I'm just if you're watching this on the playback, it could be you could be watching this potentially during a day, morning or yeah, during the morning or night on another day of the week. It could be on a Tuesday, a Friday for you. All right, but if you're joining, you're live. Tony, Xylosphere, chilling, and to you who's not saying anything but you're listening. What? Think what? That takes a patient heart. What did he say? In My Hero Academia, they said that's just lip service. He's like, well, we're heroes. If we don't say it, then it's our idea to say these things. Because how else will they become a reality? I don't care how corny, which is just saying something. I gotta look up the definition again. I'm going off. Sorry, I'm fumbling. A. in order to do what you're doing, it takes a. I just recognize your greatness. Okay, I don't mind pointing out the obvious, or what maybe isn't really as much of the obvious to you, but you're patient. I appreciate your kindness. You're taking time out of your day to say something when you don't have to. You're taking time out of your day to spend time with me when you don't have to. You're taking time out of your day to watch something when you don't have to provide feedback and insights when you don't have to. What? These are things that people don't. You're sharing your own advice and your own personal growth in your life and helping me and others while doing it. Come on. So thank you. I don't need to know you to appreciate you. Just saying. All right. All right. You don't have to wait a lifetime to love yourself. Why is that such a fire line? Why is that such a fire line? Hey man. Hey man, let me not be Sheldon right now. Just say right on, Zino Fear. Man, I used to not love myself one bit. Xanophere, I found out I actually started following you in like 2019 when I was in like fifth grade, which is crazy. I know this is unrelated, but I just wanted to say that. Yo, hey, then you know for a fact I'm about to be I keep it. I keep it 100. All right, you know for a fact. I appreciate you sharing that. Um, Man, I really hope that my advice has helped you and that you've seen yourself grow and flourish in ways in your life personally that you're like, wow, like I really am seeing things being implemented in my life that is helpful. Like I've seen positive change. I think about myself differently, or I have more self care. I know more holistic ways to take care of my health, practical ways to take care of my health. Um, yeah, throughout this time, 2019, yeah, it's been a journey. You look at these some of my older videos. Xyno Fear. Your advice has helped, I feel like. Keep on smiling. Keep on being awesome. Keep on staying strong. Okay, keep on pushing forward. All right? Yes. Yes, Xyno Fear. Sorry, man. Kindness does matter. All right, I want to get it perfect every time, but I won't with my hands and my body and my words. But there's a lot of joy that I'm feeling right now by you sharing that, and I hope that continue to impact others positively. This world needs kindness and love. As much as we might think that it doesn't, it does. Sorry, man. I began hype. It does. It does, man. It does. Yo, what? Welcome to the live. Hold on. Oh, my fault. Aurori Zeshan. Hello. What's up? Um, Hello. I'm happy to be here. I live in France. I battled with depressive episodes since 4 years. Excuse me, since 4 years. I'm also following your channel for a few years. I love your pieces of advice. It's really empowering. Hey, Aurori Seshan. Yo. Um, so much knowledge you must have on how to take care of your mental health since you are aware that you've been battling it since 4. That's like what are some of your favorite ways to feel better mentally? Uh, Rory Seshan. from France, man. Hey, France. Hey, I'm such a fan of France in terms of the dance scene, all style scene in France. Larry, Laurent, Boo Boo. These are all dancers. Uh, Kevin Paradox is dance there, but I don't think he's from. I don't think he's French. I think he's from like the Netherlands. Ah. Hey, I said your name right. Yo. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, actually, man, I'll be really curious to know, uh, what are some of your ways, your favorite ways to feel better mentally? At least I even do it maybe in the last week that you're like, man, I kind of enjoy doing this. This has helped me get through my day a bit better. Fear said, I appreciate, Fear, yo. I appreciate all you've done and your ability to stay positive. You're such like a positive spirit, like throughout everything. And I'm sure you've gone through so much and you're still here smiling. Okay. Facts. Thank you, Xynosphere. Xynosphere. Thank you so much. Keep on rocking on, man. For real. Hey, Roy says Shin. Yes, sir. Hey. It's a powerful name. Yeah, yeah. Whew. I feel floored a little bit. I'm going to need a moment to redact, not redact myself, but collect myself. Wow, Roy Sashan says thank you. Says Shen. Sorry, says thank you. Man, hold on, man. Sorry, y'all, I gotta calm down a little bit. I got a lot of joy. When I say I'm hype, it means that I'm experiencing a lot of joy. And that is an emotion that when I feel it, I get like really quiet or I laugh. It's like I just feel like a feeling in my chest. It's like, wow, that's joy. Cause you know when you live with, I live with depression, all right, and anxiety. So if you watch Dragon Ball Z, Android 17, like I just look pretty much emotionless, or yeah, like I do. Like how come he's not responding? He looks like a, and it's just, but it's not like I'm not feeling nothing. So when I feel joy, it's I don't know. All right. Okay. Aroy Sashin says, thank you. I feel better with meditation, dancing, singing, and therapy. Meditation is, meditation, like deep breaths, closing your eyes, taking away all those like visual senses that you're seeing and just being with your mind. It can be very helpful. Dancing, what you got? Some salsa, bachata, merengue, hip hop, robot, shuffle. What you got? Dancing's so cool. And singing and therapy. Man, these are great ways. These are all holistic ways to cope with mental health. Holistic and practical. This right here, listen, I'm being real. Hey, Tony knows this, bro. Hey, y'all know this. That is what this channel is about. That's what Depression Talks is about. Being able to live your best life with depression and anxiety. Can you imagine telling somebody, hey, have you tried dancing to feel better? They're gonna look at you like, are you being a jerk to me? Are you taking my depression seriously? And I'm being so serious. But that's what Depression Talks is, man. So I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you. Thank you, Roy. Xynosphere says dancing and singing is so awesome. I wish I could dance. Hey, if you can move your body, you dance it. If you're moving your body, music, you dance it. All right, seriously, man. Do some, ooh, okay. Music, oh, music, yeah, for sure, for sure. I do think you have been enjoying the music reactions. If I can create more content more often, I would. But currently, I'm working smarter, not harder, in terms of my physical health. So, if I gotta take more time to heal and still live addressing my life healthily, then I must. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know y'all rock with it. Like I know y'all understand. Um, Music and poetry get me through it all. Oh, you write, or do you read poetry? I've written like 7 poems in the past month. Hey, oh, I feel like writing a poem. You've written 7 poems. So many ideas. Like, if you lived in Indianapolis, if any of you lived in Indianapolis, or near Indiana, hosting an event where, like a mental health event, where people share poems, singing, people would bring their art. The Depression Talks event, where everybody openly talks about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. I wonder. Cause Xynosphere, man, I'd be like, man, would you like to share your poems? You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody else could hear your poem and be like, wow, I felt that way too. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I really did because let me take a lap. I gotta take a lap. I'll go that way. It's like in the past, I would work so hard. I'd be like, I'm going to do 1,000 things today so that way I can read your poems and do this. I'm like, nah. In due time. Roy Session says, I learned classical dance when modern jazz, excuse me. I love art so much. This is like just so cool. So Roy Session says, I learned classical dance when modern jazz. I learned classical dance, then modern jazz. I thought you were still talking about music. When I was 7 years old, and learned hip hop. So that's why France has such amazing all styles dancers, because it seems like dancing might be a part of your culture. Because you learn classical dance and modern dance when you were 7, and learn hip hop 5 years ago, and now you're trying to. So you're an all styles dancer. All styles dancing is like more of a new thing in America. There is dancing in America. I'm not an expert on this. This is just from my own what I think so far. Please improve my knowledge on this. But in America, listen, there's like a lot of hip hop, ballet maybe in America. It didn't originate, but in America, breakdancing. That's really it. It's more like trends in America, you know? So, yeah, classical, you have to like really look for areas to do swing dancing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like look for it. But I think overseas it might be less trendy of dances in the culture than it is in America. We're more trend focused than classical focused. I could be wrong. Xenophir, I gotta share a poem at my school's open mic. Hey, I would love a DT event though. That'd be so cool. Congratulations on having the courage to do that. All right, going up there and holding up the mic and sharing your poem. That takes confidence. Man, we've been in the meat and the bones of working smarter, not harder. What would you say is the conclusion of our discussion of working smarter, not harder for yourself? Before I share, because I can, man, I can share my idea. With generalized anxiety disorder, words in my mind don't stop. All right, so I can always talk, but I've gotten a lot better at silencing. So it was scary. I don't fear it was scary, but so worth it. Hey. I can't stop. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Oh man. Hey, it's cool to think like art can help you feel better. That's such a dope thought. That when I was in school, I took art class and I enjoyed art class. I enjoyed graphic design class in high school. There was never like an understanding that hey, art can help your mental health. That's one of those things that is again, it could be plain obvious to some people, but it might not be for others. Like I didn't go through school and somebody had said to me like I mean even I'm not gonna say my house, well even my house, like mental health, the word mental health, even my house, right? Just to my past 21 years old, right? Growing up, I never experienced my saying, hey, music can really help your mental health. You know, it was just partying. Like I'm not saying what I did, but the focus of the people, a lot of people that are 18 to 22, and sometimes younger is partying, right? College parties, things like that. So the music and the art wasn't used for that. It was used just to look at for entertainment. But now I'm saying to you, I can smile because I can see from what you're saying. Xynofear, Aurori, Tony, chilling. I can see that it's true that art can help you push through. That's so dope. It's so dope. So working smarter, not harder. What is your take on it? After everything being said, what is your take? Xynofear, it's important to listen to yourself. I think it's something we've learned. It can be easy to overthink and feel like you're not good enough, but it's important to do what you can do. Art is so important though. It can release emotions you can't just directly speak of. I love that. It's important to listen to yourself. Yeah. 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 Everybody's at a different place in their journey, in their own life, in their own destinations and goals, endeavors. So you really do have to listen to yourself to learn how to love yourself more and to love it. Yeah, yeah, you gotta pay attention. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, the year is gonna end. September is going to end, but the progress you've made until this point is not meaningless. The character you have developed up to this point has not been for naught. It is accumulative. It's adding up. Okay? Because you're taking action to improve yourself. I know that could be boring or it could be lame or whatever, but or corny. It's really the word I want to use. But it's true. Hey man, I hope that Tony, if you're still apart, I hope that I'm gonna be talking like I'm about to go. I ain't gonna go just yet. I'm gonna be going soon. I just hope that Tony, you enjoy going out for your birthday weekend. That you enjoy hanging out with your friends. All right, and that you think about ways to feel more rested after your evening shift, so that way you can get more sleep during the night. All right, and continue doing the things like listening to music, right, during work, and trying to find ways to enjoy work more. Xanophere, I hope that you're able to improve learning how to communicate to yourself with more love, so that way you can better communicate towards others with even more love. Okay? That would be really awesome. Because then they can see your kindness, and your kindness would just glow and shine, and your kindness wouldn't be an act. It would be who you are and who you're choosing to be. It would be a part of your nature. That's dope. Okay? Aurori, I do hope that, because you said you're in France and you've been dealing with depression, if you're self-aware of it since 4. Hey man, I hope that where you're at right now in your life, you're like, man, I've been aware of this. So yeah. Oh, I feel depressed again. I know what 3 things can help. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's where you're at. Or man, I'm aware of this is happening. I'm mentally feeling this way, so let me go ahead and navigate my day like this, or navigate this moment like this, so I can feel better. Like I hope that's how you're moving. You know what I'm saying? And chilling. Hey man, I hope that you chilling for real. I hope that you have some time to relax for yourself, and that if you don't have time to relax for yourself and things been hard or difficult or challenging, man, I just hope I can stop talking, so that way you know I meant the first things I just said. All right, I'm trying my best. I mean every word. Aurori says, I wasn't here at the beginning of your live, but when I think about working smarter, not harder, is going step by step every day. Beautiful. It makes me think of the Kaizen method, when you add a small task every day. See, I normally would pull up a link that we would all, so you can see what I'm looking up right now. Kaizen method. This philosophy implies that small incremental changes routinely applied and sustained over a long period results in significant improvements. The Kaizen strategy aims to involve workers from multiple functions and levels in the organization and working together to address a problem or improve a process. Now, you can obviously, it looks like you can clearly apply this to yourself as well. But philosophy implies that small incremental changes routinely apply, bro, and sustained over a long, man, what? That's why we do these live streams. That's why this community is here. That's why I appreciate you, because I never heard that method ever. Kaizen method. That is essentially what we have been talking about here, bro. Because as long as you keep breathing, you have more days to try, right? More days to, man. So I appreciate Rory. Yes, indeed. I have healthy coping mechanisms and resources. I'm very grateful. Let's go. Okay. Just drink some water here. It is possible. Ah, man. It is possible. Ooh, I'm not sure if we clarified during this live though. Simon Sinek's how, what, and why, or why, how, and what. But Xynosphere, your answer, and Aurora, your answer. Being able to understand yourself is most important. If you don't know how to approach a task, if there's something that you want to do and you don't know what to do first, you gotta be able to like discover more and I guess look more inward and be able to communicate inward and trust yourself more. So, because then you're like, okay, it would be best if I approached it like this because of the way that I think about this or the way that I normally approach things in the past. It wouldn't be a good idea to do it this way because of maybe this, this, and this. So, yes, the small incremental adjustments makes the biggest difference long term. It does. It does. The Kaizen method. Wow, I gotta write this down. Hold on. I just I thought I had. Sorry. Oh. Um. Excuse me. Is and I just drank water too. Look at that. What? Okay. If you would like to call in and talk and share anything, then of course call in at 317 315 3075 and we can talk right now. If you do live outside of the US and you don't want to be charged, but you also want to still be able to call in and talk, then join the DT Nation Discord server, and that way I'll be able to listen to you. We can talk and communicate here. Um, yeah. Man, I really appreciate all of you that joined and shared your input. This is a topic that is not. It's important. I'm not the type of guy that tends to do trendy things, okay? Or like too popular stuff. Like I don't really. Um, it's like I really am trying to have a dialogue of understanding so we can grow, and that matters most. Oh, sound of fear. Yep. Oh, I got you, Xynosphere. Xynosphere. I gotta remember that. So. Okay, hold on. So here is the DT Nation Discord server. Um, I just updated the link. If I would be, I would be, I won't be laughing for real, but I'll be dying laughing. I guess if I hit save and everything crashes. Fingers crossed. Okay. All right. The link should be okay in the description now too. So thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, what's up, silly? Hi, Hizy, Hizy. Yo, what's Gucci? What's good? How you doing? Cause we out in the hood. Hey, I'm rapping. Hey, yo, yo. That's right. I just see you type that stuff slow. What? Just messing. Keep it honest. I'ma send you out like Onyx. Hey, like a Pokemon. Like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like Drake. I'm trying not to cuss, man. I'm trying not to cuss. Like Kendrick. Eh, like. We got Kendrick, Two Chains, Drake, Big Sean. I mean, Lil Wayne, obviously. Hey, Silly, how you doing, Silly? That name, it made me think of Get Silly. Get Silly. That's why I started thinking about all these rappers. All these lyricists. Oh, so Silly, are you saying you're ZY? Cause yo, welcome to the Discord, yo. All right, all right. Gotta come back down to earth. I mean, right now we're really just chilling right now. I mean, like, I might write a poem type stuff because of Xynosphere, you know. Um, I mean, if you have any questions you have about working smarter, not harder, by all means. If you're like, man, I'm thinking about trying to do this, but I don't know if I should do this first, ask. We have people listening. I'm listening. We out here. Yo, no. Like, I'm saying hi to ZY, Xynosphere. Oh, so that's Zy? That's Xynosphere. Yo, what's up, Xynosphere? Okay. Hey, okay, bet. Okay. All right, fine. I must write a poem. All right. Wait, we gonna write a poem? Like, yeah, what? Because what are some of your goals that you're trying to achieve? I mean, it's Saturday. Um, you might be trying to rest the rest of the day and stuff, weekend. But are there some things you're like, all right, I'm trying to get more money in the bank. I'm trying to get more savings. Seriously, I'm trying to eat better, maybe, or I'm trying to sleep better. I'm trying to, you know, improve my knowledge in this field better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are some things? I'm excited to see what you write. Oh, snap. I was thinking about typing now, but. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I can't use. I'm sorry, y'all. Thought I had a pen, but I didn't. I didn't. Oh, how unprofessional. I know I placed it over there, yo. This is like live stream taboo. You can't do this. So, this is so unprofessional. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Uh, this is so unprofessional. Okay, all right. Thank you, Zano Fear. Ah, you all. Okay. I would like to play some música. Cuando estoy escribiendo este poema. Resta poema. If you write a poem that fits, you know what I'm saying, in the caption, by all means, I'll be down to read it out loud as well. I was actually writing poetry before doing this. I really would be looking forward to hear some poetry. That's if you like, man, because that's cool. Got haikus, that's the only other one I know. uh, is that a homonym? Is that a poem type, or is that just a phrase of sentence? Hey! Right on Xylem Sphere? Xylem Sphere? Dang, I'm struggling on the last phrase. Dang, y'all, I'm sorry. This is like longer than I normally take on writing poems. This is like a deep one. um, Okay. Mm. Well, I got a poem, but I used one word twice in it, and that's kind of like my rule. I try not to have more than one word said or repeated. So this poem didn't have a title, but can you tell what this poem is is talked about? Perplexed, complex, unflex in you. Protect, connect, the best tissue. It's true, I knew what best to do to test, perfect, and correct you. Dang. To test, perfect, and correct you. That's how I should say it. So I'm gonna say this poem one more time, but this poem is the brain, okay? And it stems from this conversation that we've been having of mental health and trying to get the best in our mind, right? Trying to be efficient, working smarter, not harder, working harder, not smarter, trying to all everything we talked about. So, perplexed, complex, unflex in you. Protect, connect, the best tissue. It's true, I knew what best to do to test, perfect, and correct you. So talking to my brain, talking to our brain. We already knew inside of ourselves, like the answer is inside of us. Like we know what best to do for ourselves as long as we listen to ourselves, right? Like Silent Fear says, love ourselves, learn how to do that. I'm saying learn how to listen, learn how to love, learn how to improve ourselves, right? Um, through the Kaizen method, for example, like incrementally, it's one small step at a time. So that way over time we can look back and be like, wow, I can handle my emotions easier. I can handle mental thoughts easier. I can articulate my pain easier. I actually can recognize when I'm experiencing joy. I can recognize when I'm feeling less happy or I'm feeling unmotivated, right? Like these things is all is what it's about, and a lot of it starts in our brain. Um, yeah, I used two words twice. I used best and you. So, but right on, side up here. That's okay. I used repetition 24/7 in my poems. See, that's cool. I want to see how. I guess that means you just taught me that means there may be a way to use repetition to actually still embolden a poem or empower a poem even more. So I'm curious now, like, is there a way you just repeat a phrase, but it actually there is. Okay, all right. Zamafir, I like that a lot. The punctuation and clear rhythm is really beautiful. Yo, right on. ah, it just hit me now. I read out my poem, so right on. Your poetry, and I like that a lot. It's very punchy and scratches my brain. right on, right on, Xanofear. It scratches your brain. I like that. I like that. hey, the reason why I really like that, I'm going to share it. Something that I've learned about myself, my mental health, how I communicate with others. It makes people's brains work. It does scratch their brain. It does make them like more fatigued and more tired, because you really be having to use like a lot of brain. But for me, I just be like thinking so deeply, and my mind does not stop with GAD that it's not as heavy hitting on my brain, right? And that's where numbness, things like that can stem from. But all that just to say, like, yeah, Um, it can make other people uncomfortable, tired and um, annoyed, bothered. But hey, my family, I will say, I have some friends, I must say, this community, I must say. But I want to make sure I emphasize this. My family, well, we could talk for hours. 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 Hours, bro. The family that's at a restaurant that a few people had to say, hey, we should probably carry this conversation outside because we know we're not going to stop talking. It's that much love, you know what I'm saying? That much care for what someone else has to say, their perspective, their opinion, their respect for what they have to say, their outlook. So I'm just carrying that over here. But sometimes I'd rather talk to you. I'd rather not say anything and just hear what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you say you got poems, you got music. Hey, if you see me, if you are on Instagram, send me your music. Send me your poems. Send me your art. Send me your merch. What craft are you currently working on? Like, send that to me on Depression Talks 1, the number 1. The Depression Talks 1. I enjoy seeing those things and not saying anything sometimes. All right. It may not sound believable, but I don't mind not talking at all and just appreciating life. Hey. It takes patience. Nah, it takes patience to listen to me talk. It takes patience. So, thank you. Well, man. Wow, y'all. We don't want to go. I rather if y'all wanted to chill later, we can chill. We can go bowling, watch a movie and stuff, or just stay in. Cause today I might be staying in, and I'm gonna be chilling today. So I hope that the rest of your day it's looking fun. It's looking relaxed. Hopefully you take away something from this live stream for yourself that helps empower you to continue persevering through your obstacles. Okay. I will let you know most likely the next live stream. At most, it'll probably be 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, and as soon as it might be next week. And I know that's unprofessional to say, but I really miss making reels. I kind of miss making horizontal videos, mental health awareness content, through art, self-expression. At the same time, I'm enjoying handling my business right in life. So I gotta balance that, but keep on staying strong, y'all. Yes, I'll make sure I'm just not forgetting anything before I go. I appreciate you, man. Hey, Roy Seshin says, thank you. It was a great live. Thank you for joining all the way from France. Taking the time out of your day. Thank you. Thank you. All right. If there's anything, I'll make sure I'm here for you. Anything on your mind you want to share, anything you need, what's good. Yeah, because I know my heart is, as my mom says, my heart is full. Oh yeah, bro. We gonna take our time, man. The Kaizen method. The Kaizen. I mean, I'm gonna perfect that method. I might be a master at that method already. Man, the Kaizen method, doing things incrementally. Oh man, that's my mindset right there. Just be real. All right. Seems like everybody's cool, man. Fist bump, hug. I think it's time to end the live stream. Thank you so much. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. Peace. Keep on being easy, y'all. Peace out.